I didn't think about this, but if I had, I probably would have dropped the band and then I could go first. My name is Mack. I'm running for the Democratic nomination for Congress for the 10th District. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I have been a resident of the Miami Valley all my adult life. I retired from Centerville City Schools in 2005 after 37 and a half years of public school teaching. I got involved in the election because of the members of Congress's inability or unwillingness to act like reasonable adults.
Please speak into the microphone.
I'm sorry? What was that?
Use your schoolroom voice.
Yes. Okay. The problem with Congress today isn't partisanship. It's a complete unwillingness to compromise. This obstinacy prevents Congress from dealing with one of the, or probably not one of, but the single most important problem that we deal with or have to deal with today. And that is the debt we have amassed and the promises that we have made. The problem is here, and it's not going away. We will either devise a solution or one will be imposed on us. The events of 2008 showed us that in crisis, we don't make good or fair decisions. It's now apparent that some interests were protected and others were ignored. Working people, middle-class people, they were all denied a place at the table. If we move in to dealing with this fiscal situation in the same manner, that is, in crisis rather than calm, I hate to think what will happen to Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, workers' rights, and other social programs. I am in this to bring a voice of reason to this discussion, to demand that there is good faith negotiations that takes place with a willingness to compromise to arrive at a grand bargain on these issues of deficit tax reform and entitlement reform. That's what my candidacy is about. I think the American people are ready to do something on this issue. What is needed is a little courage from our political leaders and a plan that people see as fair. If we do this, we will remove a large burden from the shoulders of our children and create an economic foundation upon which they can build their future. Finally, we Democrats can choose to support a traditional Democratic platform. More taxes on the rich, climate change legislation, the money issue that David brought up. And as in 2008, we can lose by 45,000 votes. Or we can embrace this issue of fiscal responsibility, take our argument to Republican-leaning independents and our own constituency, and possibly make a contest of this 10th district race. Thank you. Questions?
Questions? Sina.
Well, I hope this doesn't count against his question if I'm not right, but I had heard that you had been a Republican for
I have never been a Republican.
Oh, okay, well that's...
You probably
So
heard,
that's why you
what
changed.
you probably heard is both of my parents were Republicans.
We can't help that. can
That's,
we?
yeah. Well, they were good Republicans, you know?
There is such a thing?
Yes, there is. Not anymore.
Anybody else have a question? Okay. Thank you.
On November 3rd, the Dayton paper reported that there were 100 congressmen who had sent a letter. Remember the super committee that was supposed to do something there by Thanksgiving? 100 congressmen sent a letter to the super committee saying, consider everything in your negotiations. You know, entitlement adjustment, possible program cuts, but revenue enhancement at the same time. There were 60 Democrats and 40 Republicans. They saw the problem. Unfortunately, the committee didn't see the problem. And as long as we continue to ignore this problem, we're going to dig ourselves even deeper into the problem that we have. And one of these days, it's going to rise up and it's going to bite us right in the rear end. Okay? Thank you.